Alright everyone, welcome to this week's Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland Any% Weekly. This time brought to you by the one and only Cringe Esports. Now here we have all of our racers, all of which sponsored by Cringe. And today we are showcasing Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland 80%. So the race will be starting soon. And I guess I'll start off by just quickly explaining the first part of the run, which is a mix. You can see on MK's cocoon screen, he's practicing it right now. What he's gonna do, he's gonna quickly inhale these two enemies, and it brings up a roulette. The roulette is always the same order, and the starting position depends on the first enemy you inhale in this game. So by inhaling the first enemy every time, you can basically manipulate it to time a 4-frame window to get the same ability every time. And we use this to get Wheel. Wheel is the best method of movement in this game, so we'll be using it quite a bit. Chooch isn't ready? What? So it's been a while since a lot of us have actually played this game, but whenever we do like to race this game, it always ends up being like incredibly fun. And there's a lot of chaos that ensues, of course. In fact, right now I actually have made a bingo card that I will just have open for myself, just because of the things that will happen in this race. Chooch is finally ready. Rox is ready. And I've pretty much said everything, so right now we're just waiting for everyone to ready up. Right now we're all on the file select menu. Timing begins once you select one player in this game, and it ends on the final hit of the final boss. So this game is actually surprisingly pretty big. Like, it has over, I believe it has, right now, the 80% category has over 100 runners on speedrun.com, which is pretty good, which is really good for a GBA game, especially. Quill has to use the washroom. What? Dang it, I have to think of more things to talk about. Shoot. So in 2016, we had, or no, 2017, we had an 80% tournament for this game. And we have kept doing the 80% tournaments until this year, until we are finally retiring the 80% tournament. Of course, MK has taken that tournament. So MK Cocoon in the top right corner is one to keep your eye on. Now, Rox, also a top runner of this game. Rox, I believe, is 5th right now. And then there's Quill, who is 3rd. All of these runners have 38. And right now, Quill and MK Cocoon are both racing for the infamous 37, which is the be-all, end-all time of this game. So right now, Chooch is playing a minigame called Kirby Grind. There's always a bunch of sub-games in the Kirby games, and I guess it's just something to do while you wait in a situation like this, where one person is not ready. Oh, the race is starting now. So looks like Quill's going to be the first one to attempt the mix. So I believe Quill will be going for, the recoil setup, where you slide off of that enemy to boost you further Okay, Quill misses. Rox gets beam, meaning Rox missed the setup. Rox is gonna go for it again. MK gets Parasol, but did not hit the mix. He decides to move on. Looks like both Rox and Quill decide to move on too. Quill being the first one to get to the last room. Chooch doesn't even go for the mix, which is a good decision because, yeah, Chooch basically just saved a whole bunch of time, even though his stream is pretty delayed. Thank you. So the goal games here, it's I believe, a 3-frame window to time the 7. If you don't press any buttons, you'll get a climbing 7, which loses quite a bit of time actually. So you gotta like just slide your fingers across the 2 buttons, so that way you just get a standing 7 to lose as little time as possible. There's I think 37 levels in the game, so you have to do that like what, 30 times in the run. So I completely missed, but Rox, take a look at Rox. He's gonna inhale these 2 poppies. He's gonna spit it at the mini boss, and it's gonna instantly kill the mini boss. That is because the double star just so happens to have enough damage to take out the mini boss in 1 hit. Now Quill and MK both finished ahead of Rox here, and Chooch also did the quick kill there. So we're gonna be seeing one more double star kill in the run, but after that we'll be seeing more ethical ways of killing the bosses, I guess. So in this room, we're going to be picking up our first ability here, Burning. You want to get Wheel in 1-1, but every single runner missed it. So instead, they're all opting to use Burning here. Now, in this room, you would actually switch from Wheel to Burning due to one big reason. While Burning has slower movement than Wheel, Burning is a much stronger ability for taking out mini-bosses and bosses, such as Wispy Woods at the end of this world. So, this here is Mr. Frosty. You just bang yourself against the wall a bunch of times until Frosty dies. That's Mr. Frosty. You hope you don't get hit. So each of the runners follow a specific string, so that way they have as little of a chance as possible of getting hit in that last room. So Quill picks up Invincibility Candy in this room here, and excuse me, Invincibility Candy doesn't actually speed up your movement in this game. All it does is give you invincibility, which is nice, meaning you won't get hit, because every time you get hit in this game, you lose your ability. And that loses that surprisingly a fair amount of time, because you have to re-pick up your ability again, or you're losing a lot of time. So Wispy, you do the same thing as Frosty. You bang your head against a wall about like 8 times or something until Wispy Woods dies. So all of these runners, they're going to be quite a bit behind, except for Chooch, because Chooch doesn't go for the wheel mix. However, the wheel mix can save up to, I'm not too sure how much time. I think like 7 seconds. So in 2-1, we're going to be grabbing... Oh, never mind. Wrong game, sorry. So Quill got the bad pattern from the tornado there, the twister. Basically, meaning you have to follow a very specific pattern. Let's check out Rox. So Rox needed to wait to burn there, so that way he wouldn't get hit by the twister. So, just to talk a little bit more about this game, this is Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, released on the GBA in like 2001 or something like that. And it's a remake of Kirby's Adventure for the NES. Which, both of the two games are fairly popular. Recently, Kirby's Adventure has been seeing a recent surge in popularity, especially in like the worldwide community. Now we're going to be doing one last double star here until we pick up Wheel from the mini boss. Now Wheel is, as you can see, an insanely fast ability. It has its disadvantages though. It's not too good against mini bosses. So some runners will, like Chooch, will opt to use Spark against the boss in the next 2 stages instead of Wheel. So to talk about recent strat developments, I guess, my stream is Quill is dropping so many frames. Holy crap. Uh, and then so there's a recent strat development in 2.3, which was to usually you would abandon wheel in this room here that MK Cocoon is in. And that was just to make it's just because wheel isn't too useful until we discovered it's actually RTA viable to keep wheel through this arena. So you have to you have to drop your ability. It will explode after a certain amount of time. So keeping it is insanely difficult, and you have to basically play perfectly to do it. So it looks like MK got it, Quill missed, Chooch doesn't go for it, and Rox gets it. Very well done, Rox. Now, Wheel's going to save quite a bit of time in 2.4 and 2.5. However, it's an insanely difficult strat overall because of this guy coming right up here. This is a mini-boss called TikTok, which MK Cocoon is fighting right now, as you can see, as he drops frames. So you have to unwheel, because if Kirby's in the turning around animation, he is vulnerable to getting hit. And so instead of turning around, you have to stop, turn around, and start again. And the window to stop there is insanely tight. Ooh, Ross just gets bad luck on that fight. See how TikTok is in the corner. Now there's very little he can do, but lose a lot of time. Chooch, of course, uses Spark. Spark is actually an insanely underrated ability in this game, but Wheel is just better at a high level. But it's insanely easy to use. You just sit right next to the boss, hold B, and the boss dies after like a few seconds. And now here you would pick up Wheel again, but we already have Wheel, saving even more time. And so we don't have to go out of our way to pick it up. So this room here is a little bit tricky. I'm not too sure if MK goes for... No, he doesn't. He does a wheel jump there. There's a little, like, we like to call it the subpixel, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what it is. It's a very tight, I guess, window that you only, like, make, like, half of the time. So we like to call it the subpixel because it's kind of random. Even though I think it's a little more dependent on, like, your actual pixel on which you started wheel, I guess. So MK picked up the best ability in the game, high jump. High jump, you jump high with it. But you can also use the high jump to fight enemies. And in this game, you can press B mid-air to cancel your high jump. And once you touch the ground, you can do it again. And if you get super close to the boss, you can do a lot of damage, because high jump has a weak hitbox and a strong hitbox. The strong hitbox you'll hit, of course, if you are closer to the box. I need some water. So using high jump against TikTok is fairly self-explanatory. You'll just see MK spamming high jump cancels and following his pattern for the last hit. So in Kirby Nightmare Dreamland 80%, your goal is to just start the game and beat the final boss Nightmare. In 100%, you pick up an extra something like 14 switches that unlock certain useless things like sub-games and museums and stuff like that. And by doing it, you get 100%, so we made it a category. But this is any percent, the be-all, end-all of Nightmare in Dreamland category. So another fairly recent strat development was keeping high jump in this stage. In this room, runners would used to switch to sword right here. Oh! I stand corrected. MK is going for Bugsy with sword. Now, Rox and Cool will both be going for high jump, obviously, because why wouldn't they? So with sword, this fight's a little bit easier now. A little bit more consistent, I guess, too. So you just follow Bugsy's pattern and mash away at him. I see both Quill and Rox are going for the high jump strat, which can save about a second, I think, but most of your time save is in the next level, where you don't have to pick up high jump again. Ooh! Oh no! That's a bingo space right there. So, Rox, so when Bugsy grabs you... Okay, well, I guess I gotta start off with Bugsy. Bugsy can do a million things. He can walk forward, walk backwards, jump at you, jump away from you, or spawn bugs once he's done a fair amount of attacks. When you touch Bugsy from anywhere but the bottom, Bugsy will get a grab on you, and he has a 1 in 3 chance of doing any throw. Chooch just got the back throw there. Bugsy can also do a forward throw, or the infamous down throw, which Rox got. Now, the down throw loses something, is a stupid long animation. It's like 5 seconds, so at a top level, if you get that down throw, you instantly reset. However, preferably you don't get hit at all. So, and I guess I never explained the Meta Knight arenas, where basically Meta Knight exists and he sends his goons out to kill you. So you gotta defeat all the goons to advance. So we use high jump here once again, because it's super strong mobile ability, and it's super fun to use too. Now, Quill, oh my gosh, MK Cocoon is heading into 3-5. I actually forgot this stage existed. I'm just like, so MK Cocoon's moving on to 3-6, which is like one of the best stages in the game. But no, we have 3-5. You get an invincibility candy, you go through all these enemies, you stand inside, Bonkers. Oh my gosh, my brain is dead today. And you do spam high jump cancels inside him because you have invincibility candy. It's pretty fast. Alright, now MK Cocoon is moving on to 3-6, one of the best stages in the game in my opinion. Even though it has some questionable things that some top runners like to complain about, that I think is silly. One thing being this frog right here. Everyone hates that frog, but that frog is free. So we have a little fog room that MK has to wait through. There is also one in 3-3. You just have to wait a couple seconds and then the door will reveal. So now here's the dark room. Some of the walls here are hidden, but if you follow the same path, you'll get through the room fine every time. Now this is why this stage is amazing. This room really tests optimizing movement with high jump cancels. And it's a super fun room to go through. I guess I literally never talked about Paint Roller. Paint Roller, well, now we have Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. MK does not choose to guess for any of the bosses. However, you can save up to 1.5 seconds by guessing which boss will be revealed first. Rox and Quill and Chooch will always guess Moon. And Quill guessed Moon correctly, Rox guessed it incorrectly, so Quill just saved a lot of time over Rox. Now MK Cocoon is in 4-1. 4-1's pretty neat, I guess. At the end of this stage, we're going to be attempting another mix. This one here is also going to be for wheel. The wheel is a little closer to the beginning of the roulette, so it's way easier to time than the 1-in-1-1. But it's a 4-frame window still. Oh, MK goes for the backup setup. Oh no, and he gets hammer. This is a big opportunity for Rox and Quill to catch up. Quill gets wheel on the initial setup. What? Rox spits it out. I think he might have gotten the incorrect ability first. Oh no! So he inhaled beam first, which is the same timing as 1-1. And he ended up getting so MK Cocoon got hammer, which is one ability too late, and Rox got Mike, which is one ability too early. So Quill is currently having an amazing 4-2 right now, going through it with wheel. You don't get hit by that puppy, bro. I wish that was in KA. Anyway, this is where most of the time save is going to come from for Quill over MK Cocoon. Now MK Cocoon is fighting the double Poppy Bros. He's using the Spark ability, which is very good. I'd like to watch Quill's fight here. Yeah, so once again, Spark creates a shield around you, so it's fairly easy to use. But this room has, like, you can optimize it to a pretty high level. Now Rox goes through this room. So one recent development was going through the middle path instead of floating up on the top. I don't know why anyone didn't think about it because floating is super slow. But it took forever for someone to think of this, and then someone finally thought of it, and now pretty much everyone does it. Except maybe Chooch. Now, the next stage is 4 forward. Guess what? We get another wheel mix. So I believe MK goes for the easy setup on this mix. However, he inhales the ball. Oh, he's not even going for it. Never mind. So I guess what I should be saying is MK Cocoon is making the smart decision by not going for any of the terrible mixes in this game that can lose you so much time, but also save you a little bit of time if you actually get. So that's one thing MK Cocoon, the world record holder of this game, has always capitalized on: consistency. He has recently been going for a lot of very inconsistent strats because he wants the first 37 of this game. But right now he's in school. Anyway, I'm not too sure which of the other two runners got the if Rox or Quill got the wheel mix, but I know Chooch will not be going for it. Chooch, a lot like MK, also values consistency. Now, so coming up, this is 4 or 5, and coming up in this stage is the Meta Knight Arena, also known as my only contribution to this game ever. It's the My Strat. Watch this. Watch MK Cocoon stream in the top right. That was a very clean arena. That last enemy could have been optimized a little bit better, though. Anyway, you pick up Burning here because it's the first ability here that's available to you. A lot of the mini-boss arenas are best done without an ability, because it's easy and very fast to just spit all the enemies at each other, while when you have abilities, some of the enemies can take several hits to defeat. Now Rox goes for the My Strat. Oh, Rox also goes to the right there. I don't know why people do that. I'm not too sure how Quill did, but I'm pretty sure Chooch has also learned my new strat. Anyway, this here is TikTok, and you really don't want to die in this room. Let me just tell you that. Anyway, MK takes out the boss using sword very quickly, which is nice. And now we have another dark room. And this one's a little trickier to get past, but if you follow the same movement, then you should never get hit. Although in the past, I have seen MK Cocoon struggle with that room a little bit. Rox has 1 health! Oh my goodness. That is not good. Is he gonna go for the health? He is not going for the health. If he dies against TikTok, he is screwed. Okay, he didn't die. Yeah, if you die in that room, you have to fight TikTok, but without an ability, which takes forever, I guess. And now MK Cocoon is going to defeat Krako using high jump. And while Chooch enters 4-6 to also fight TikTok. That was a very clean fight from MK Cocoon. He went for the double hit strat, which is the easier strat. However, I think we're going to be seeing Rox go for the single hit strat. I don't think Quill knows how to do the single hit strat, though. Yeah, he goes for double hits. Oh, Quill gets hit at the end. The very last hit is probably by far the hardest against Krako. Because you need to play perfectly or else you might get hit. Or you'll have to wait for him to go back in a good position. Because when you kill Krako, his wand is in a certain position, and you want to grab it in a specific way so Kirby ends up in the middle of the stage. because Kirby walking towards the middle of the stage through the Kirby dance loses quite a bit of time, actually. Now, wait, I'm confused. Oh, never mind, wrong game, sorry. So we get Stone, because Stone is fast going down there, and then we get rid of Stone. There is your Stone usage for this run. Anyway, MK Cocoon is in 5-2. 5-2, I think, is my favorite level in this game. There's a million different strats you can do, all of which saving just a little bit of time. So MK Cocoon will do Pot's Fall. That is the first difficult thing you can go for. Now he's going to do the Ball Climb. And MK isn't going to do the last hard strat, which is Taz Bonkers, also known as Tonkers. He's going to do the consistent strat here, where he bounces off the wall to get the second hit on Bonkers. I guess I never talked about Ball, actually. Ball is, like, actually the best villain in this game by, like, a mile. It's super hard to control, so it's not practical to use in a casual playthrough, but it has so much damage output. The way it works is that you are completely invulnerable, and you can always hit the enemy unless you are touching either the ceiling or the floor. Now, MK is in 5-3, I guess the variety level. You get fastest vertical movement, which is high jump, and now you have fastest horizontal movement, which is wheel. Did Rox die? Rox doesn't have ball. That's not good. Oh, he is burning. Oh, good god. Oh no. Oh no. This is actually a huge opportunity for Chooch here to save a lot of time. Oh my goodness. Rox. Now here is 5-4, which I believe is like considered on the Nightmare Stage tier list as the best level in the game. World 5 is nothing short of awesome in this game. I love World 5. Everyone loves World 5, including MK Cocoon. Every time he does World 5, he gets like a human best on it, I swear. I have it as one of my bingo spaces too. Now, the arena here has a little new strat, even though it's like a year old now, where you start off by going for a little short hop, and you never waste time by having to wait for an enemy, which you had to do in the old strat. It lost like a second. Now, MK is doing ball swag. If he times any of that incorrectly, he dies. Quill has 1 health. That ain't good. Anyway, MK Cocoon is finishing up 5-4. Let's see how his arena goes. I'm going to be watching all of the runners because all of them is going to go for ball swag because ball swag is supposedly free. Alright. MK enters 5-5, which I think is a better level than 5-4, honestly. I love 5-5. And I go for a lot of strats that a lot of these runners actually don't go for. However, MK Cocoon is going for Chooch Ball. Shouts to Chooch. He came up with that strat. It's a really good strat, actually. Oh, Rox takes a hit, losing Burning, but that's not going to lose him too much because you don't want an ability for this arena anyway. Now, Chooch has gained quite a bit of time on Rox due to Rox's failure on Bonkers there. Chooch doesn't go for the triple there. Now, MK Cocoon, I believe, is not going to be going for the wheel mix here that saves like half a second. Don't worry though, we'll be seeing Rox go for it. Rox does ball swag now. He's probably going to die. Rox didn't die because ball swag is free. Oh no, he failed his own strat. So there's a strat there where Rox just spams ball jumps in a corner, and you get a insane amount of momentum. It actually saves a lot of time, and it looks super cool. He has a really stupid name that I'm not going to say right now because I have to look up what it is because it's like a paragraph long. Anyway, in 560's wheel, you just look at this first room here Quill is about to go through in a second. Now, actually, I guess I should talk about this here. So, okay, actually, wait. No, this is good. So Quill enters 5-6. I wonder what ability they want you to have in this room. well, MK is gonna completely break the rules, go back into 5-6, mix the two wheels for a hammer, which is the first ability, meaning you can just hold down the button and you will get the same ability every time, which is super nice. And hammer is coincidentally really good against heavy mole. So it is worth it to, so it's actually worth it to go back into the stage, mix hammer instead of fighting him with wheel, because actually fighting him with wheel would be absolutely terrible. Rox goes for wheel mix. Rox gets wheel mix. Anyway, MK is in World 6, which is debatably one of the worst worlds in this game. People hate this world, including me, because of certain things. Anyway, we're going to do a wheel mix. MK Cocoon gets wheel mix. Yeah, you may notice the theme going on with this. One of the recent meta changes of this game recently has been to just mix wheel as much as, oh my goodness, as possible. So MK bonked a lot, but he bonked in like really nice places so he wouldn't get completely screwed over by enemy patterns. Because if your ability touches the water, it's near impossible to recover. Now MK enters 6-2, Quill mixes wheel. I think he did it. No, never mind. Anyway, MK is in. Oh no! Rox is going for ball mix in 5-6. And oh, he gets it. Nice. But I'm still marking off my bingo space for this. Ball is a lot better. Rox doesn't even do a strat against heavy mole. Are you kidding me? Oh, Rox, why? Why, Rox? So ball is like super hard to use against heavy mole because of like its limitations of invincibility, but it's faster because of ball's insane damage output. But the ball mix, you have to wait a couple abilities to time it, so it's not completely free like hammer mixes. Now we head into bonkers. MK Cocoon heads into bonkers. This is a very RNG heavy point of the run. But MK gets good RNG. If bonkers goes into the corner, you're screwed. And there is like nothing you can do about him other than like hit him once like every few seconds, which takes forever. And then he'll eventually hit you because Wheel's dumb. And oh my god, Rox died in 6-1. Chooch is ahead of Rox. So there's so Rox is like Rox, okay, hear me out. Rox is not a joke. Rox is like he's insanely good at this game. He has like, but his consistency is like garbage. He's like, he goes for all of the hardest strats and he loses wheel. Oh, he gets it back. Well done. So MK is in 6-4. 6-4 with wheel is awesome. Anyway, Chooch is going through 6-2. So one thing Chooch does differently is that instead of doing the wheel route, he does the tornado route. This loses Sun in like 10 to 15 seconds, but it's like so consistent. Meanwhile, wheel has a lot of luck and a lot of difficult movement. Oh my gosh, I missed the nut shack? Are you kidding me? It's okay, Quill's coming up to nut shack. Anyway, MK is heading into 6-5. I wanna know if he does the task thing. Nope, doesn't even try it. So Quill is in the nut shack. This is a vertical room where if you follow the same path, you will avoid all of the nuts trying to fall on you. Now he's in the horizontal nut shack. Now MK is in 6-5. This is another stage that has become like, look at this room. So brain dead. Now we head in this. Now MK is heading into 6-6. This is by far like the worst level in the game by a mile. 6-6 with wheel is not fun. Now Chooch is doing tornado. Oh wait, no, Chooch is wheel. What the hell? I guess he mixed it in 6-3, which was an old setup. Ooh, MK does not get hit with wheel. Very nice. That's actually surprisingly so hard because the luck on those UFOs are like horrible. Now, MK uses a double star to take out both of the Frosties. And now he'll be heading into the 6-6 arena. This room sucks. It's on ice. No one likes ice, especially this game, because if you're sliding the other direction on ice, your input will always be eaten. Like, if you try to jump while skidding on the ice, nothing will happen. However, MK, by far the best runner in 6-6. Because his consistency is something else. Now we have MK Cocoon, or sorry, Meta Knight. Oh my god, this Meta Knight. What the? What? Someone retimed that for BTT. So Meta Knight's like super RNG heavy, but MK just like destroyed him. I guess Meta Knight and MK Cocoon had a bro moment or something. I don't know. Anyway, MK is in World 7. Yeah, World 7 also sucks. Some people, I don't think MK thinks World 7 is as bad as World 6 though. Because MK is like by far the best runner at World 7. His late game consistency is absolutely bonkers. So here we do ball mix. Like hammer mix in 5-6, this is another, what the? This is another first framer. So I think Rox was trying, or excuse me, MK was trying, Rox gets the water dash! Nobody saw that, but that's like a one or double frame perfect trick. Anyway, MK Cocoon is heading into 7-2. And yeah, 7-2. So this is the boss rush. By going to the top path, you skip the first 3 bosses. However, the last 4 bosses are like insanely difficult. Sniper's trash! Sniper's trash! Ha! Ooh, MK got destroyed. Sniper's trash. Oh, whoops. Anyway, I didn't even see him do Bugsy, but he destroys Firelion. Firelion's by far like the easiest part along with Bonkers, but Fan and Bugsy, they're very difficult because they're very RNG heavy, and both of them have grabs. So if you get hit by them, you lose the most time. Anyway, I'll say Sniper's trash once instead. Sniper's trash. That's Fan for you. Alright, now Quill gets an absolutely clean 7-6, 7-2. I don't even think he took a single hit. Oh my gosh, how did Chooch get so far ahead of Rox? What the hell? Yeah, so like, Rox has like a 38, and oh my god, Rox. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh. Late game consistency is hard. So, Chooch has like a 41, and Rox has a 38. So yeah, this is a pretty good showing we're seeing from Chooch right now. Even though I think Chooch is like a minute behind. Anyway, MK is in 7-4. He has Burning right now, and he's gonna follow this very specific path. So you don't need to keep Burning, because there is another Burning at the very end. Rox forfeits. I have that as a bingo spit. I have that as a bingo space, just so you know. So MK is gonna grab... Wait. No, you grab Spark here. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Yeah. So and here we are seeing some remake exclusive content. This room wasn't in the original, and honestly, this room was better off not in the original. This room, this room is okay. It's kind of boring though. Anyway, MK is entering the 7-5. 7-5 has a very difficult room, especially for beginners. Oh no, Chooch gets back thrown by Bugsy. Chooch doesn't know the backups. Oh no! What the? Oh my god, Chooch, where are these backups? Ah! He just has one more hit, so we can just do that. Now, MK is in the wind tunnel. This room sucks. It's also pretty free, but it sucks. If you die there, you lose a lot of time. Thomas, stop spamming caps. Anyway, MK is entering 7-6. Oh no, it looks like Rox got grabbed by Fan too. Ooh, I think Chooch lost a large amount of time. So Rox has... he gets grabbed by Bugsy. Yeah, MK's in the KDL stage. This is Kirby's Dreamland, a game made of nothing but absolute luck. Boy, we all love it for it because it's great. Rox died against Firelight. Oh no! Oh no! Did he not get? Oh, he did get hit. Rox is not going to forfeit. He's going to get a 50 though. I'm just like, oh, this race is going to be 45 minutes, but it's going to be like 50 minutes long if Rox tanks. Rox is tanking! Anyway, MK's at the end of 7-6 where he's going to mix for ball. And we're going to keep this ball to use it against King Dedede. Ooh, MK has 2 health, which is a little fishy for King Dedede. King Dedede, fairly consistent, but if he gives you the instant dive pattern, oh, you're in one hell of a ride. Let's see how it goes. He gets to suck. That's the best pattern. Oh, but then he dives. That's okay. He just has a couple hits. Yeah, he's good. I know. I like how he swerved to the left there just to make sure that he wouldn't get completely destroyed in the case of King Dedede jumping. Now we have the final boss here. This is Nightmare. This is not the final boss, by the way. There's one more phase. This is 2 phases. This is the first phase. Nightmare Orb. You mash your controller. You break your controller. Yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, you mash until the orb is dead. And after that, we move on to Nightmare Wizard. Nightmare Wizard is a pretty depressing final boss, to be perfectly honest. But we all love him for that because he could be a horrible RNG mess. But he isn't that, so it's nice. Wait. MK's gonna get a 38? I have that as a bingo space. I just realized MK's like probably gonna get a 38 this run, which is like nothing short but like absolutely insane. That's like a super top level time. Like, I'm pretty sure the entirety of top 5 or 6 is 38. World record for this game is like a 38.06? I'm not entirely sure. It's whatever. Oh, you can't see MK splits. So with Nightmare does the same thing every time. And you can basically just follow his pattern the entire time. Wait, why does Rox have UFO? What is going on? Anyway, MK Cocoon has finished in first place with a time of 38.58. GG MK. That was nothing short of but a really good run. Good run.
Hi. Thanks.
Oh, also, that's a bingo space, by the way. MK gets 38.
Oh, is it? Okay. Nice.
Death in 7-2, that's also a bingo space. I need to mark that one down.
Did you get any bingos yet?
We're getting kind of close. Fan. Oh, you got destroyed by Fan, right?
I don't say destroyed. I got hit. Does that count?
Oh, you got, yeah, that counts. And then the last requirement for me completing this row is me saying, oddly. Okay, bingo.
Wow, cheater.
Anyway, Quill just finished, and he got 39.57. I think he was a little late on dot dunning, but that's a really good run from Quill. 39 is nothing short but impressive. What does Chooch's split say?
39.
And Chooch is, oh my god, I'd never thought I'd see Chooch like 2 whole stages ahead of Rocks.
Dude, Rox is like completely like gone full race mode.
Yeah. Anyway, GG Quill. Now, Chooch is entering Nightmare. So, MK's run. It was pretty good, except he missed 1-1, and he missed 4-1. And he didn't go for any other extra mixes that he does in 37 attempts.
Yes, I did not. That was a good run. Like, I think I
It was a
might
pretty
have-
good run.
I might have gotten the best ever World 6. Might have.
That was I saw the Meta Knight, and I literally marked new BTT as a bingo space.
Oh, what? No, the Meta Knight definitely wasn't. I got hit.
Oh, okay,
That's not
rip,
right.
we didn't get bingo. Quill, your cam is on again.
I'm going to tape over my webcam. I swear to God.
Yeah, I've done that too.
I can't though because I have to use my webcam for this.
Anyway,
Anyways.
GG Quill. Quill, you're lagging like super hard.
I don't know what's caught. Like maybe this word. Like I didn't get because it's enough. And sometimes doesn't.
All right, thank you there, Music Quill 5000. How was the run? The run looked pretty good, except there was a couple. I actually didn't see what happened to you, Quill. You did finish like almost an entire minute behind MK, but your run was pretty good overall.
Yeah, I think it was good. You know, they're about
Oh, Chooch
10
is about to
seconds
get the final hit, or
about
last 2
10
hits.
seconds. About 10
Oh,
seconds.
Chooch gets 42. That's a bingo space.
About a lot of time that I lost is attributed to 10 seconds are attributed to World 1 missing wheel, obviously. But the main problem was World 6. World 6 and World 7 were just bad.
All right, Chooch finishes with a 42-24 pog. GG Chooch.
In SRL. I actually started a few seconds late because I accidentally closed the window, and I. So that's my SRL.
I saw you had quite a bit of delay, but you were ahead of everyone out of world.
You all missed.
Everyone
Always.
missed wheel mix. It was so funny. I think Rox got beam.
Yes. Everyone got something different. There was a beam, there was a mic, and there was a cutter.
No, it was Parasol.
Wasn't it? Oh, Parasol. Pair of souls. Yes.
Anyway, Rox is finally on orb.
Oh, by the way,
I
she's got
expect
42,
nothing
so you
short.
can put
I
that on
expect
your bingo
nothing
card.
short of trash here.
How many SRL points did I get out of that race? I probably lost them, actually.
You won't find out for like another couple hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so I typed R Omega X in the chat.
Oh wait,
and I
wait.
got
Rox,
time
did
email.
Rox get 7-4 UFO?
Hasa said I agree with what was just said.
Did Rox get 7-4 UFO?
I don't know. Did he? I have no idea. Rox
Hey, well,
literally got
I
it.
saw he had UFO, so I'm just gonna mark down the bingo space.
My stream, but I'm gonna stay with the boys right now, and then we're gonna play Smash later, probably. So yeah.
That sounds fun. So I guess while we wait for Rox to finish, thank you all so much for watching today's Nightmare in Dreamland Weekly. The weekly will probably die and revive itself in like another couple months.
How about we do Catan weeklies instead?
I'd be down.
I don't know Catan.
Then learn Catan.
Learn it.
Learn
It's
it.
easy.
It's free.
Dude,
Yeah, with
I mean, honestly, like, if we were racing, I would lose every time because I'd be going against Sniper and MK, and they're just both better than me at Catan anyways.
Bro, I haven't played Catan in like 11
KDL
months or something.
No, Hasa has an idea though.
I think Hasa has the right idea here.
Extra
Rox has finished fourth with a 45.09. Rox, you no longer exist.
Crab Rocks doesn't exist, crap.
My input data for the last hit. That would have been like a 44. I am angry. That I'm literally. Hold on.
You
Let's
did get 47. That's a bingo space, so we're good there.
That's literally plus 617 to PB.
But Rox, you got some insane things in that run. I saw 6-5 water dash, and I saw, I think 7-4 UFO. You got 7-4 UFO, right?
Yeah, I got first strike 7 for you.
Okay, that's a bingo space.
And then I got the
Okay.
weak now. I also got dead run, which is also a bingo space.
So I kind of want to describe to Sniper what happened because I didn't really get to finish what I was saying before he was starting to talk about what Chooch was doing.
Yeah.
Most of my time loss came from worlds 1, 2, 4, and 7. Everything else was pretty clean. World 4, which is because I missed wheel on multiple occasions and I messed up the Krakow fight. World 2, I lost wheel in 2-3, and then World 7 was just World 7.
All right. So, yeah.
Most of my time loss.
Thank you once again for watching. Shoutouts to Cringe Esports for sponsoring Kirby speedrunning, because Kirby speedrunning is freaking epic. So that pretty much ends off today's race and today's stream. Please follow Cringe Esports and follow all of the runners and follow me too because I'm cool. Thank you all for watching one more time and have a good night.
When you accidentally.